I am here in the state of Kentucky, right off of exit 2 over the Tennessee border. I am driving up to Louisville because I'm actually going to work at the Kentucky Derby this weekend. But I figured I'd stop by at least one distillery. Why not? And this is the first one when you enter the state on 65 going north. Welcome to Cocktail Crazy. I'm Corbin, and we are at Dueling Grounds Distillery in Kentucky. So the main tasting here is $12. It's two of their Linkumpinch Bourbons. So you got the teal label that's bottled and bond 100 proof, and the 118 proof barrel strength white label, aged for 4 years. They also give you a little diluter water dropper too, so you can try it both neat and dilute a little bit. Also comes with a couple little bourbon chocolates, was one of the things you could choose. So this is the 100 proof teal label. I've never heard of this brand, Linkumpinch. It's pretty smooth. It's actually a little bit peaty, I would say. Not anything like Scotch. It's a lot sweeter than most bourbon. I call it very sweet, very smoky. And it doesn't taste like 100 proof. It's very smooth. Slightly warm going down, but not overly. Try it with just a couple drops of water.
No, not at all.
Oh, that opens it up nicely. You really feel it all the way through your nose that way. I think it's probably better with a couple drops of water. You feel it a lot more that way. Now I will try one of these chocolates. Lightly bourbon, tasty. Now for the strong one. It's the barrel proof. The bartender says right now pouring around 118 proof. If you didn't know, I learned this at a different distillery. There's a thing called the Kentucky Chew when you're drinking bourbon. You sip on it, and then you literally bite down a couple times as it swishes around your mouth, and you chew it, and it fills up your mouth. This one definitely makes you feel like you can breathe fire a little bit. It's warm and slow going down. Tastes very woodsy, kind of like a firewood. It tastes like it's probably the same mash bill. I imagine it is, but it's very sweet. Like, I would not be afraid to take a shot of this, but why shoot good bourbon when you can sip it? Thanks, y'all. This one, it even smells really sweet. I smell like banana and some spice. Definitely like almost a tropical fruit smell. This one I don't taste much of a difference with the water, except it tastes like there's a little bit of water in it. So in my opinion, the full strength one is better straight up, and the bottled and bond 100 proof is better with that drop of water. If you didn't know why it's good to put a couple drops of water in bourbon sometimes, especially because it's been aged. It's been in that barrel so long, then it's been bottled for a while, especially if it's been bottled for a long time. A lot of that aroma and scent is inside of the bottle, and you want to let that out. So that's why a snifter is ideal, because it allows the air to go in when you swirl it, and the water also opens it up in the same way, adding oxygen to the whiskey. So, and a couple drops doesn't water the whiskey down. I mean, it does technically, slightly, but it's not like making a whiskey in water. It's just simply opening up the bourbon, and it creates a whole different palate on the drink. Some drinks are better with it, some without. The prices aren't bad either. So the bottled and bond for $60, the cask strength for $70. So this is what the teal label looks like. Small batch, aged 4 years, bottled and bond. And the stronger one is the single barrel, also 4 years, in white oak charred barrels. And they have a few other liquors as well, and liqueurs. It looks like it's all made right here. It's pretty cool. Nice little small batch. The rules of bourbon: gotta be made in the United States, contain 51% corn, aged in charred oak barrels, can be any kind of oak though. Must be distilled no more than 160 proof, barreled at no more than 125, bottled at no less than 80 proof, and must not contain any other additives, flavoring, colorings, etc. You can actually buy the used barrels if you wanted to age your own stuff. Couldn't call it bourbon because you can't use used barrels to age bourbon, but actually a lot of scotch is made with the barrels that are used for bourbon and shipped into Scotland for that. So that was pretty cool. That was the first ever Kentucky bourbon distillery I have been to. So again, it's called Dueling Grounds, but Linkumpinch is their actual label they use for the bourbon. And it's here in Franklin, Kentucky. I will read the story they have. Here in the 1820s, somewhere along a patch of grass at Linkumpinch Farm, near present-day Franklin, Kentucky, matters of honor were settled with the firing of pistols. A man's reputation was restored when a musket ball found its target, and the area surrounding Sanford Duncan's farm soon came to be known as the Dueling Grounds. These days, Franklin is home to far more agreeable activities, like the crafting of premium small-batch bourbon, aged in charred white oak, to draw out a sweet, woody flavor all on its own. So I will leave a link to their website. They're not a sponsor, but I thought it was a pretty cool place. And like I said, it's right over the Tennessee-Kentucky border if you're going northbound on I-65 between Nashville and Louisville. So thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have more stuff like this, especially when I do go on the road for events. Might be able to get you something from the Derby as well. Thanks for watching Cocktail Crazy.